everyone, today I would like to share with you how to crochet the simplest pattern for ear saver that are so necessary now for medical workers. So I know that many crocheters around the world are supplying hospitals with these small items that can be very helpful. If you want one for yourself or you want to support local hospital, you can crochet with me and learn this very simple beginner pattern. Really, you don't have to learn much. So here I used thinner yarn and I had 2 rows of single crochet. Here I used chunkier, 3 yarn together and 1 row. So if you want to use something that is very thick, you can use just 1 row, crochet just 1 row and then sew the buttons and it will be ready. If you will have thinner yarn, like in this case, you will have to crochet more rows. If you want, depends also on the button you choose. You want that they look perfectly. So I will just show you the base, how to start. As you can see, you can crochet them shorter or longer. Depends how long you want them, and also depends on the yarn you use and the hook. So as a sample, I will use hook 2.5 millimeter and just the cotton yarn. The label says just number 4, and let's start. Just make a slip knot. If you're a complete beginner, just take your tail, make an X, turn, grab the second yarn and pull. So I show slowly. Make an X. Insert your hook, grab second yarn and pull. Okay, so we have our slip knot, and now we are going to chain. Just yarn over and pull through the loop. Yarn over and pull. You can chain as long as you want. It depends on your mask size, on the elastic, and how long you need this one to be. I will just crochet as a sample, so I will not make it too long. You can make it really longer. And then it depends, if you didn't use elastic and you chain, so maybe you will have to chain really long one. So it depends really on what you have here and how long you need. So you don't even necessarily need to count. I just count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17 I chain, just for tutorial purposes. So now I will insert my hook into the second loop after the hook. So 1, 2, into the second one, and make, so insert, grab the yarn and make 1 single crochet, and another one in the same chain. So you already made an increase, 2 in the same one. And now just go on 1 single crochet in each chain. Insert your hook, grab the yarn, 2 loops, and continue. So just go on like that. In each chain, insert your hook, 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2. We will have a row of single crochet. And when you will be at the end, you have to make an increase of 3 single crochet into the same hole. So this is my last stitch, the one that was my slip knot, and now I will insert my hook into this hole 3 times. So this is the first time, and make 1 single crochet. Second time, it's necessary to turn to the other side. So we are creating an oval with 3 single crochet into the same loop. Now we can hide this yarn, just put it on top of your row and crochet together. So now we're gonna find the second stitch here and make 1 single crochet, and we go on with 1 single crochet into each stitch. So here is the yarn, keep this yarn on top and crochet together, so later you don't have to hide it. And like that you must crochet in each stitch. If you had a chunkier yarn and even larger crochet hook, 1 row of this one would be enough for ear saver. Like in this case, it's pretty enough just to sew the buttons and it will work. Even this one is actually enough, but if you want to make it a bit wider, I show you how to start the second row. It also depends on the size of your buttons and the style you want. So in the beginning I made 2 single crochet into this hole, so I will add 1 more. So we have 3 and 3 here. Now I just slip stitch into the very first stitch and I'm going to chain 1. So here I will make another, in the same stitch I will make another 2 single crochet. It means I will make an increase in each stitch of increase of 3. So where we had an increase, 3 single crochet, I will make an increase in each stitch. An increase means 2 single crochet into the same stitch. So I have made 2. I will make another increase and then when I come back I will make an increase in the last stitch. So four single crochet, and now I will continue to crochet as before in each stitch one single crochet. So just go on until you will have an increase of 3 single crochet in the same loop. As you remember here, so 1, 2, 3. So here we put 3 single crochet into the same stitch, and now in each of these 3 we will make an increase. So it means I go to the first one and I crochet another one into the same stitch, then I crochet 2 single crochet in the next one and 2 single crochet in the next one. So you turn where you had 3, now you have 6, and then you go on in each stitch. Just crochet, and don't forget that we have to make an increase in the very last stitch. So I have almost arrived. Here I made my first increase at the beginning of the row. Now this is my last stitch, and I have to make another 2 single crochet into that last stitch. So on the sides we had 3, now we have 6 because we double in each stitch and you get an oval. Practically I can say that you can stop already here, but if you have a thinner yarn and you need a third row, I will show you how to start the third row. So what you need is to, slip stitch to the first stitch. Now chain 1 and make 1 single crochet. So here we will alternate. So the next one we will make an increase, then 1 single crochet, and then an increase. So you had 1 single crochet, increase, 1 single crochet, increase. Just alternate and continue with single crochet into each stitch. So we are following the scheme of an oval. You can also make them as a square. It's even easier. You don't have to. I will show you how to make a square shape ear saver, rectangular to be precise. So, but if you want an oval. I am showing this. So here we will start with increase, then just one single crochet, then increase, one single crochet, so increase, and one single crochet. And now we will continue until the end of this row. So for this pattern, it doesn't matter the size of the hook, the size of your yarn. The only thing, your yarn must match the hook size, and the size of the ear saver will depend how long you will chain and how many rows you will crochet. If you use thinner yarn, just chain more and crochet more rows. If you have chunkier, maybe even one row will be just enough for your ear saver. And slip stitch. So that's how larger is than this one and this one. Actually, for all of them I use the same hook size, but just different yarn and different number of chains. So you can cut and attach the buttons, sew them, and it will be ready. If you don't want to have to count the number of increases, you don't want to make an oval shape, you can just make it easier for you, and all what you need is just make a slip stitch, the same one, or slip knot, chain as long as you want. So this is just a sample, I will show you very fast. Also, this way you can do a headband. So if you don't want to use this type and you want to have a headband with the buttons to attach the mask to your headband, you can do the same way. Just crochet more rows and then you will have a headband like this, and you just put the buttons where are your ears, on top of your ears, and you can use headband instead of this as an ear saver. Here is the same, as you can see. You just chain and then make rows of single crochet as long as you need, measuring around your head, and then just sew together and use the yarn to make a knot. If you want, I have videos on my channel how to crochet a headband. That's also a nice idea. And this one are just very fast to make and very simple. So practically for rectangular shape, you don't need to do anything except crocheting the rows of single crochet as long as you want it to be and as wide as you want it to be. So this is our first row. You can use also double crochet to crochet faster if you want to, or any pattern, any stitch that you wanted to learn, you can use in this pattern. And then just crochet row by row. So you just crochet as long as you want. It's very simple. All right, so if it was longer, like this one, it would have just this shape, the rectangular shape. So you just chain one, turn your work, insert the hook into the very first stitch, and continue until you don't have the right size. It all depends on your personal taste, if you prefer this shape or you want to make it as an oval, like an oval. So that's completely on your creativity. And like that. And if you're crocheting a headband, here later I will make it smaller, the hole. So I just tighten the yarn here so the hole is smaller, and that's practically all. So you could chain longer, and you would need just 2 rows to have the same size. Very easy, and doesn't have to have any increases, just depends on how long you chain will be the size of your ear saver. So I think that's all for today. I don't need to show you how to sew the buttons, and I think you can do it by yourself. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. It was very simple for beginners, and I hope your ears will be safe. Thanks for watching, and see you again next time.